Here we go. Game number 3. What do we have here? Jungle Rumble. On the left-hand side, HeiseN's got his extra villagers. On the right-hand side, we're going to see the ones from Mihai. These are outside the starting location of, you know, the standard starting location of players. So they do have a little arena type start, right? At the center, they are connected. And then they are disconnected from the rest of the map by an ellipse of wood. And HeiseN seems like he's just gonna try and chop through. Yeah, he's going for a lumber camp, so he's just going to work towards chopping through as opposed to going for food or whatever. Mihai instead, he's already collecting some of the zebras, so he's gonna utilize these villagers to collect some extra food for free. That's really good. At the start, you will have your standard resources. Right, so in this case, we can see from the orange player that's going to be the elephants. He's already collected one over here, which is good. And then you're going to have your herdables. But I think that's about it. There are no huntables, I believe, at the start, right? Let's go and take a look at the HeiseN's side of the map. Yeah. He's collecting both the elephants over here, but there's nothing else. I don't think you can collect the crocodiles. Nah, you can't. So the hunt is going to be on the outside, yes. And this is really good then for Mihai, because he's taking advantage of that fact with these extra villagers to collect extra food for free. Meanwhile, HeiseN, once he kind of runs out of this, is going to have to make a switch to berries and to sheep or goats, in this case, which are not going to be quite as nice. So I'm liking Mihai's position over here a little bit better, and you gotta wonder, what is HeiseN's plan? So for civilizations, he's playing with Bohemians, and Mihai is playing with Lithuanians. Lithuanians, they're going to have much faster start because of the extra resources, the extra food. Wow! Mihai's got a barracks coming up outside already. Interesting. And HeiseN, on the other hand, what is the plan for him? Mihai's going up to the fuel age on 15 villagers. Damn, boy. That is quite something. So he'll start putting pressure early on with some militias, men-at-arms perhaps. While HeiseN, on the other hand, well, he's just making a play for Fast Castle over here. Is just gonna try and play this one more standard. You gotta kind of wonder, what HeiseN's gotta... Does he know? Is he expecting this? You gotta realize, given the uptime from Mihai. Holy crap, though. 5 minutes. And Mihai's got an archer range coming up already. Yeah, this is so interesting, actually. Mihai does not get in the scout at the center as well. The scout engagement over here. He does take HeiseN's scout down. So this is so curious. Where is the other scout? We have one outside, one inside. The one outside is actually trying to batter through the palisades. I would imagine maybe Mihai was kind of hoping HeiseN was going to be out and about. Kind of out and open. Maybe going for his own hunting, right? But yeah, it's not the case by the looks of it. Anyway, HeiseN's going to... He got so close to stealing. Okay, there we go. He's going to steal some of the goats. It's fine. Mihai already has been taking advantage of the zebra, so he probably doesn't really care too much. He does end up losing control of these just as he runs out of the final zebra, so now he's gonna have to try and find some extra hunting. Let's see if he's got scouting information here. He doesn't know. He doesn't know where the rest of the food is, so eventually he's going to run into it. Meanwhile, we have archers coming up on the left-hand side from Mihai. He realized about this, so he went for the archer range right away, which allows him to start putting pressure against these villagers. While HeiseN doesn't really have the means to protect himself. You could potentially try and make a play for a defensive tower over here, for instance, I guess. But with 3 villagers, I honestly don't think that's going to be fast enough, especially as he doesn't... Oh boy, he doesn't even have them! The villagers are going down. That's 1 down. HeiseN's losing a lot over here. That's going to be 3 villagers going down, and this is instant retaliation. Mihai had a pretty rough beginning of game number 1. Now for game number 3 is just going right back at HeiseN, right? So the 3rd villager goes down. Beautiful. And honestly, Mihai didn't even need an extra archer over here. It will take some time for the extra villagers to pay off for Mihai, mainly because of how quickly he went up to the fuel age. So his economy is not going to be quite as strong at this point in time. But eventually he'll be able to catch up for the fact that HeiseN went up on a stronger economy a lot later. It's a mistake to fast castle, to go fast castle on this map. But we'll see. HeiseN's trying. He's halfway up. Doesn't have losing the 2nd scout, so now he's got villagers only. And there is a barracks on the way at the center, so a barracks. And what's the plan? He doesn't really have any resources. He ended up selling the stone. And I guess this, what is it going to be? Crossbows with chemistry from Bohemians. He gonna go for Hassel wagons. He gonna go for a castle, of course. He's collecting a lot of gold, so he can utilize the market to balance his economy instead. He doesn't really have any food workers, so he's just gonna be relying on gold over here. He's kind of playing Bohemians as if it was Saracens. So yeah, this certainly spells monks. Yes, we'd like to see the monasteries come up. And the villagers forward already. Spearmen over there as well. Siege workshop and monasteries. So it's going to be a smash from him. Mihai, on the other hand, he's getting close to having enough resources to go up to the castle age himself. Yeah, I love to see a good monk push just as much as the next guy. But I don't know, man. I mean, he's got 10 gold miners. That should be good, right? Monastery is already up. Meanwhile, Mihai... Yeah, he's roaming around with the villagers. He could potentially go for towers over here, I guess. I don't think that'll be enough range, though, for him to push the villagers away. But anyway, the first monastery is coming up already for HeiseN. He's got almost enough to go for the 2nd. Now he's got it. So he can go for a 2nd monastery if he wanted to. At the same time, he's got to kind of juggle his economy so that he can afford the siege. And he's got battering rams coming out. There's nothing for Mihai to defend himself against that currently. Once he gets to the castle age and he can go for manas, he should be able to. But right now, rams are actually pretty good. Yeah, he's not going to make any more villagers. He's got 0 villagers on foot. So Mihai, as long as he can survive this early push, he should be in a pretty good position. I'm not really sure what HeiseN's monk micro is like. If you guys have seen HeiseN play monks before, do let me know. Because I haven't seen him go for this kind of play in the past. And I'm not really sure if he'll actually have the chops to micro all the monks properly and take advantage of them. So, the gate's down. Still 1 monastery only, though. I'm not too convinced about this. Definitely would like to see the 2nd one come up. He could have more than 1 monk queued up at this point. Yeah, you know, he could start targeting some villagers, maybe. Start striping some economy away from Mihai. Perhaps with the 2nd monastery, could potentially utilize the market, balance his economy, and go for redemption. To try to convert this as opposed to trying to take it down. But anyway, Mihai gets to the castle age. He's got a tower coming up. Pretty good pressure though from HeiseN still. And he's got a 2nd mangonel, so now this makes it a little bit harder. for Mihai to hold on against this bush. Yeah, but he's just going around. He's just going to ignore the tower and go after the TC right away as Mihai is trying to get a defensive siege workshop out. 20 villagers for HeiseN. Close to 17 minutes into the game, Mihai is just trying to play defensively. He's gotten fletching, so this watchtower can already start targeting the Manels. The Manels are gonna have to keep on moving further away so they can keep on targeting the TC without taking too much damage, right? So this is a good position. The problem with this though is that it's kind of far away, and it's going to be pretty difficult for him to react in time in case Mihai gets like a Manel out over here. He could end up sniping like 2 Manels. Instead, Mihai has gone for Balkan Arrow, which I do like. There's another tower coming up over here, but he's going to end up losing the TC. And boy, what's going on? Mihai is under so much pressure over here. The Manel's taking the scout down. Oh boy, HeiseN's actually making this one work. It's actually making this work, and I was not expecting this at all. Mihai's got no TCs. You know, we have 4 monks over here for HeiseN. He needs to keep on going for more though. What's the point of collecting so much gold if he's not going to utilize it? But he needs to keep on going for more. He's already gotten another tower down. There's only the 1 watchtower left over here from Mihai. No way this is working. No way this is working from HeiseN. 1 for 1 Manels. Good reaction time over here for the bull player as well. Oh, that's 1 Manel going down. That is not as good. And now the monks are going down to the tower. It's so close. It's so close. HeiseN, he puts himself in a pretty good position, but then he gets pushed back over here with poor unit control. The monks getting too close to the tower, going down, losing all the manas over here. Mihai is able to stabilize. Honestly, with a little bit better unit control, I'm pretty sure HeiseN would have been able to get this tower down as well. Perhaps both the tower and the siege workshop. And then what does Mihai have to defend himself with? Right now, he's got the tower left, right? But then if he had lost the tower, he wouldn't really have anything. He doesn't have the stone to go for any extra towers. So he's just trying to chop through. HeiseN's coming over with more Manel, so he's gonna keep on trying. He's gotta be careful. The villager is very low HP as well, so he's gotta heal the villager and then repair the Manels. So he's going for it now. I don't know about that. I think if Mihai targets the villager, the monk cannot heal the villager fast enough. But this is pretty good actually. HeiseN's putting a lot of pressure, man. You know, that tower goes down. The Manel can actually move forward and start picking villagers. This is the weirdest game that I have seen in a while. Manel going down to villagers. We see some conversions coming out though. 2 villagers converted over there away from Mihai, and the score is switching back and forth. Mihai at the very least, he did manage to get an extra TC on the right hand side. After having taken the TC down over here from Mihai, I would have understood if HeiseN wanted to start going for some villages himself to try and catch up. Right now, actually, Mihai has lost so much that he's only 2 villages ahead. Who's got the most idle, or actually, who's got the most gather economy time? Mihai. Converting villagers is booming, yeah. Yeah, in this situation, who's to say it's not, right? So now Mihai has chopped through. He can bail with these villagers. And HeiseN, well, he's gonna have to try and keep track of where the villages are going to. He's got 2 mana still, right? Okay. Yeah, actually, you should be able to break through over here, no problem. More conversions coming up. If he can land a single conversion, that's gonna be so good. He's trying. He got it! This is huge, guys. Remember, HeiseN did not have a single villager outside, so converting the 1 villager over here is huge. Now he's got the veil available to potentially go for a siege workshop outside, for instance. And Mihai is going for the second TC. No villagers coming out from HeiseN at all, but he did manage to breach through, so now he's coming out with the manos and the monks. What a weird game. This is exactly what I was hoping for from this map. Players choosing to go for outside or inside aggro. Smash is an option. Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The map certainly lends itself to games like this. HeiseN's collecting wood quite heavily, so he should be able to go for another siege workshop over here, potentially even another monastery, and keep on going for monks. You know, the same kind of pressure that he was putting against Mihai inside, he should be able to put against Mihai outside, as there is basically no defense for Mihai whatsoever. He's got the two archers that he went for in the Fuel Age, and that's about it. So let's see, Manel, under a lot of pressure. HeiseN doesn't know about this, you see, but it doesn't matter. He's eventually going to find out. Barracks, actually, for HeiseN. Interesting. You know, in this position, I would actually like for him to just buy a little bit of food. Just buy 100 over here. Kill 2 villagers. Start pumping a few farms. Okay, he's going for the monastery. He realizes about the siege workshop. He's gonna try to convert. There is no way that he'll be able to convert this before the monk gets sniped by the tower. There shouldn't be a way, right? Come on. He got it! No way! Mihai didn't target the monk! Oh, that's a lot of resources down the drain. Mihai has got 3 lumberjacks, sorry. And not enough resources, not even close to enough resources to go for yet another siege workshop. So this is really good. Now, HeiseN has the ability to keep on going for more siege over here without having to pay for a siege workshop himself. This is huge, and why did Mihai not target the monk over there? I'm so confused, but this is working really well for HeiseN, you know, he's getting ahead. Now, he's got significantly more military units. He's got the extra mana coming out, so that DC is going down, and if HeiseN ends up losing a few villagers over here, well, sorry, if Mihai ends up losing a few villagers over here, HeiseN's already going to be so far ahead. Mihai is just going YOLO on stone so that he can get a defensive castle up. I think he's going to get enough to get the castle up, but it's going to come at a huge cost because we have 3 manas over here. Wow, Mihai just goes the GG. He doesn't want to risk it. There was a possibility of trying to get the castle up over here while the tower held. But with 3 manas over here, HeiseN should be able to get the tower down fast enough that he can come forward with the manas and actually deny the castle from Mihai. So this was an incredible game. This was an absolutely incredible game. Mihai won, HeiseN 2. HeiseN moves on 200 low 80 low. Compared to Mihai, he's going to be the one moving on to the round of 32. Now, you guys said that freaking Andy was going to play his set versus Uzi, right? Let's check the achievements real quick. That's going to be a 5 to 4k ratio for HeiseN, which is pretty good. For technology, we have stronger economy for Mihai in the end. It didn't matter, of course, especially as he had to spend so many extra resources going for the extra TCs outside, the extra towers and everything. It was definitely not good. HeiseN does end up looking much stronger this game, which I was not really expecting to see, especially after he took those villager losses early on. Interview with HeiseN.